Welcome back to Red Panda Destiny. We are still covering Sabaton's The Great War. Today we are doing The End of the War to End All Wars. Bit of a mouthful, much like some of my video descriptions. But this is a really nice second to last song. It's kind of an ending. It's the last time we hear Joachim on the album. And most of the band, actually, all of the band, sorry. In Flanders Field is something very special for the end of the album. But it's interesting that they kind of have two endings. What's that movie that never stopped ending? Oh, Lord of the Rings. Yeah, it's like Lord of the Rings. It's like 5 endings. But this is a really, really cool song. It builds from just like piano, and then it becomes this grand epic piece. It's definitely the most soundtrackish of the original songs. It fits the end very well. It's not really a big sing-along song or anything. It's just a very emotional album bookend song. I want to play a bit from the beginning first here. So you can see they're just using a bit of piano and a bit of strings just to give some emotion to it. I'm giving a positive for that. And then by the end of the song, it's built into this huge epic piece with choirs and everything. And it's actually got a weird, like, Pirates of the Caribbean-ish vibe at some points. I'm not saying it like sounds like that or they ripped it off. It's just it sort of has the same sort of rolling vibe to it. I think it's done really well. But incidentally, that makes it sound slightly Ailstorm-ish, being that it reminds me of Pirates of the Caribbean, but that might just be me. But let's have some of the epic part of the song here. Oh, wait. Here we go. That's how you end a fucking album. Just... And especially with what In Flanders Field is like, which we'll talk about tomorrow, it's a very emotional end. No positives, of course, for the History Edition, but we do have some for the Soundtrack Edition. The Soundtrack Edition. So I'm not really sure if this deserves this positive or not, but I'm going to give it a positive for bombast, as I like to call it. Though most of it, I think, comes from the original, but they use a lot of, I'm not sure if I think it's big drums, but I could be wrong. And it just gives it a really meaty feel, much like the original of this song did. Definitely sounds like the glorious end, which is kind of weird. I just don't think that was the vibe they were going for. Then we got another positive because I think they bring back Floor again. She was obviously in she's in all of them, I think. It's just that you can't hear her come out most of the time. But yeah, I got some little bombast here, and then Floor will start. Well, who I think is Floor. I'm assuming she supposedly contributed to the whole album, so I'm assuming it's her. But here we go. Okay, it was further away from her part than I thought. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's her. Very good vocal work there. Really lends to the emotion of the song. It's done quite well. That leaves us only to talk about the lyric video. Just the standard war photos and captioned in the solo. And there's no history episode for this. Much like Great War, it's just nothing to talk about. It's just the World War One in general. And if you want to learn about that, then you can go watch Indiana Dell's very, very comprehensive coverage of World War One. I think he did it like basically week by week in a sort of newscaster style, so you can really dive very deep into World War One with his channel, I think. But yeah, tomorrow we're going to do In Flanders Field, and then we're going to wrap up the album as a whole. But it's been a journey through 2019's best album. Hope you enjoyed.